everyone, welcome back. As always, my name is Oz. Today we're checking out a free-to-play game off of Itch.io called Starred Cuisine. This is created by Filthy Eden. I think we play as a food critic in the 19th century. That's really all I could discern from the Itch.io page. It looks interesting. It says it's a horror game too, so let's continue and see what it has to offer. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romagna. Romagna? Italy? Alright. Oh. Shooting star. Meteorite. Someone's going to check it out. Is that us? Are we going to go check it out? Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little, they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in drink. Thus, they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. Pellegrino Artusi. Okay, good to know. Do not drink wine then. Ooh, what do? Move forward, turn to left, turn, interact. Okay. Add oil to the pan. Oil. I need oil. Oil. Oil to the pan. Chop the onion, carrot, and celery. Okay. We are doing a chop. Chop, 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 chop. To the pan. Chop the meat and add it to the pan. Meat. Chop, 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 chop. To the pan. It looks like pancetta. Pour the red wine. To the pan. Grab the tomato sauce from the shelf and add it to the pan. Tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. I don't see any tomato sauce. This? Okay, that's tomato sauce. Place the tortellini in the pot. Tortellini? In the pot. Write in the notebook. Notebook. What am I writing in the notebook? They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into abyss from which he can never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims not to care about food, that makes no civil or religious celebration without essentially spreading the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for you raw materials of the finest goods, for these will make an impression, and if it is this precious fruit of who knows where's origin, it's as rare as I believe it must cost as much or even more than truffles. But caution must be exercised with hope and favor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the desecration of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Okie dokie. Add the tortellini to the pan. Tortellini. Pan. Plate the dish. Plating the dish. Eat. Nom 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 nom. Hello? What is going on? Am I tripping in this game too? This looks like a trip. This is pretty though. I think There was something in that food that might have been psychedelic, man. Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire and the stoves to get back to work and plunge like a deep-sea diver in search of the goodness and beauty I adore. I often say that one should return to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help, yet I inherited almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if man neither craves food nor experience sexual stimulation, the human race would soon perish. So here I am again. Casseroles, pots, and lids. Open your legs, aromas of the undergrowth, sautés and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. Interesting. Grab the onions and add them to the pot. Alright, what are we making now? Add oil to the pan. Oil. Pan. Grab the onion from the shelf, chop them. Right. He's having, quite the sexual awakening, it seems like, with this food. I mean, I think I'm a pretty good cook, but I wouldn't call it that good. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. The cellar? Is this the cellar? Excuse me? What is this? Is this an alien? Is this what fell from Earth? Oh! Oh my God! Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Place the meat on the cutting board and dust it with flour. So we're eating alien meat and getting high off of it? Seems like it. Tomatoes tossed into the pan. Interesting. Good lord. Okay. Right in the notebook. This is a weird game. I quiver in anticipation and can barely restrain my restless, twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor, not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into the mouth and throat, something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There is no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. I feel dirty reading that. Plate the dish. Now we eat, right? Here we go, tripping again! Here we go. We're going on a trip. Eating that man from a rocket ship. Soaring through the skies. In my mind's eye. Alright. It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before, nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds, and that seems to feed alternately and contrary on something within me. Even every other ingredient appears diseased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste of so warped that no one would dare to try them, except those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color, or a chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner of our darkened iris, atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise, and unprepared for shock. Add the oil to the pan. I don't think this is considered cannibalism. I mean, it is. It is, kind of, but it's an alien, so it's not cannibalism, right? I mean, they are humanoid, but not human. Go to the cellar, ground the ground, collect the meat. Doesn't mean it's right. It is not right at all. The hand is there. What? How is this thing still alive? I am disturbed. Close that. I don't want to hear that anymore. Cut the meat and add it to the pan. Disgusting! Go to the cellar, grab the white wine, and pour it into the pan. Oh, it's dead. White wine. This? Add broth to the pan. Okay. Right in the notebook. Here we go again. Okay. Once it was said that pottage was a man's fodder, but this one seems more like the fare of angels and devils, ogres, and Mazapigul? Magalasi and Marmacule, spirits and essence of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I listen to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself, with its acidic tides, and still the shrieking taste buds singing their clear, piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depth of my innards, a force so imperious, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion for all those wild primitive beasts ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. Gross. Chop. What now? Bread from the shelf. Bread. Am I making a sandwich? Alright. Spread the meat on the bread. On the bread. Plate the dish. And now we eat. Alright. We're going on another trip, boys! It's strange. This part is really pretty, though. It's really pretty. You're eating this guy, and you're having, like, orgasmic food, and then you're never going to have it again, because what's the likelihood another alien's gonna fall in your backyard? My word, certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. For this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does this flavor conform to the human order. After a single, meager taste, such its power that all other food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with the empirical scent. Nothing washes away the shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is most terrifying, in the heart of this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, it's that something inside me still longs for that flavor. This is a strange game. It's a strange occurrence. What now? Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, and cut the meat. It's already dead, my dude. It seems to be rotting before our eyes, too. Oh. 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 No. Brain. Put the meat in the pot. We're eating alien brain. Put the meat in the pot. Okay. There we go. It's in the pot. Right in the notebook. Okay. What... What misfortune, what ill-fated news, O wretched swamp, O foul quagmire, O unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child. Have you no pity for your own children? You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one, amongst all so sweet and precious, you can barely stand abundance. A curse upon you. If you would have kept him alive, it would have lasted longer. Go to the cellar, grab an egg, and place it in the bowl. Poor dude. An egg, huh? I have an egg. I'm just gonna pretend like that's not down there. Alright. In the bowl. Oh, in the bowl. Alright. Add flour to the bowl. To the bowl. Add oil to the bowl. To the bowl. What am I making? Cut the meat. Alright. It is dusted. We're frying. Fried brains. Ooh. Right in the notebook. Okay. I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance and these vapors, despite the stench, enhance the flavor as they do for grappas, seasoned cheese, and cured meats. For I well know that spoiled foods at times hold unexpected effects. I think this is going to be a bad trip. We're eating. Still a trip nonetheless, I suppose. Still pretty and all, but at what cost? Better be a good one, because this is our last one. We're not eating the rest of that rotting corpse in the basement. Oh god, it's a lot. Okay. This time, the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky, tangled path through a flowering garden, where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. And in that vast and luminous expanse, it seemed as if the entire course of my life flowered before me. The path opened beneath an arch of detate ivy. I made my way down a gorge, through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted into pools of golden mucosa. And beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of fargrelif, primroses stretched out in a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came a cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm gastric gurgling of a welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that avoiding them was impossible, lost as they were in that digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fawns, dripping with enzymic liquors, almost filled me with reverence. At last I emerged from that garden through an orifice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disheveled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. What now? Go to the cellar, grab the clear... But it's rotten! It's gone. Right in the notebook. There is nothing left, my dude. You have eaten it all and let the rest to decompose. I'm gonna close this, though. Writing in the notebook. In the end, it has left me alone. Yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from the top to bottom, carried like a bolus deep in my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become part of this splendid essence, a link in the metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? Use the bucket in the cellar. But bucket. Gross! No! 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 Gross! I am disgusted. Disgusting. What is my life right now? This one looks weird. I don't want to read this. I don't want to read this. Ah! What a catastrophe. A sharp biting taste. Filthy as a guttered rag. A faded memory of its once pristine purity. Perhaps too diluted, the spirit of tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. Oh. Good. Am I cutting myself? It's very, am I doing this to myself now? Oh, yep. I sure am. I deserve this. I deserve this. I'm eating myself now? I notice with a certain astonishment, a twitch in my lashes and tears that blur my vision. And yet, by some cruel contradiction, my eyes blur like flames on dry stubble, scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by drought, the very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happened that, like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night, I feel myself consumed by fire without a single tear to quench the blaze. Yeah, this looks different. Ugh. I feel gross. I feel nasty. I feel my vigor leaving me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last faithful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tepid pottage, my very life. Go to the basement and grab the cleaver and cut the meat. Oh, what? Is that the alien? It's getting closer, man. We deserve this for eating it. We deserve this. This is what we deserve. That's a cool visual, though. The whole part of the house was transported somewhere. Oh. Created for the Spaghetti Invasion game jam. Oh, nice. Okay. Voices. Okay. Nice. This was great. I mean, disgusting, but a cool concept. Like, I got, like, the weirdest chills right now, because that just, like, ugh. Alright, that was Starred Cuisine by Filthy Eden. Filthy indeed. Good, like, the visuals were cool. It's just, it was a gross story. Like, an alien falls in your backyard and your first instinct is to eat it, not to nurse it back to health and study him and find out who he is and where he came from. No, you're like, I'ma eat it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, what's wrong with you? I mean, no, seriously. What's wrong with you? Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content just like this. This was not what I was expecting, but it was interesting. And for a game jam, it was beautiful. So, again, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye!